Are you buying a home and need help with down payment assistance? Or do you have family or friends that need down payment assistance? Now, let me tell you, this video is for you. That's what I'm talking about today. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown, and I'm a realtor with Century 21 List with Beggins, located in South Tampa. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So, first of all, if my voice gets froggy at some point, I've been fighting crud this week. But second, I'm wearing I know this is a throwback jersey for the Lightning. They had a great victory last night in Toronto. They're playing tomorrow, Game 6. So let's go Bolts, right? And if you're from Toronto, I apologize, okay? So let's talk about down payment assistance. And let me dispel one myth right now. A lot of people think down payment assistance is only for first-time buyers. That's not true. Now, yes, the majority of down payment assistance programs are for first-time home buyers, but there's about 40% that are open to anybody buying a home. And there are over 2,300, you heard that right, 2,300 down payment assistance programs throughout the country. And I think the figure was 83% are fully funded and are available to use, right? So the money is out there. Yes, there are some qualifications. Number one, you have to be an owner-occupier. So you can't buy a vacation home, you can't buy a home to rent. It has to be a place you live in. However, that also applies to duplex or triplex or quadplex. You can buy a quadplex and use down payment assistance if you agree to live in one of the units, right? So that is an option. Number two, most programs are going to insist that you, the buyer, have some skin in the game, right? They're just not going to give you money and you put no money down. They're going to require you to put some money down. They want you to have some financial skin in the game. Many programs, again, it depends on your history of home ownership, but they may want you to take a home owner's education course. Most of it's done online and very easy. And then a fourth point is you must be able to qualify for a first mortgage, right? So it does no good asking for down payment assistance if you can't even qualify for a mortgage. So how does this down payment assistance work? So you go through, and I'll tell you from a realtor standpoint, I can look on our listing service, and let's say you give me a house, 123 Applewood, right? So I pull up 123 Applewood, and many times there's a link that I can check to see if this home qualifies for down payment assistance. So there are two things. One, you, the borrower, have to qualify. Then number two, the house itself has to qualify. So I would be able to tell you, a realtor would be able to tell you if this home qualifies for down payment assistance. And then you'd have to go through the process to see if you qualify for down payment assistance. And then down payment assistance comes in different forms. Number one, and really the best for you, the buyer, is just a grant, right? The company will give you money that you do not have to pay back for down payment assistance. Those are few, right? But they are out there. A second way, and this is the most common type of down payment assistance, is a second mortgage. But there are different types of second mortgage. One is a company will say, okay, we'll give you $10,000 or $5,000, $15,000 or a percent of the purchase price up to a certain amount. and it will be a second mortgage. So you have your first mortgage for the home, then you have a second mortgage to pay off this down payment assistance, and different terms. Pay it over 5 years, pay it over 10 years. Those terms vary. A second type of second mortgage is called a silent second mortgage. And so the silent second mortgage, no interest accrues, and it sits on the back end of your first mortgage. So all you do is you pay your first mortgage, and you only pay the second mortgage when few things happen. One, when you sell the home, you have to pay off the second mortgage. Or if you refinance, you'll have to pay off second mortgage. Or if there's a change in ownership, you may have to pay off second mortgage. Or let's say you pay off the first mortgage, then you pay off the second mortgage, right? So that's a silent second mortgage, meaning you don't have to pay off the second mortgage until different things happen. A third type of second mortgage is called a forgivable second mortgage. Did you know they do that? They will give you the money up front as down payment assistance. And if you meet certain criteria, and maybe it's you have to live in the house 5 years. So each year they reduce your loan amount by 20%. So over 5 years, they will take away, they will forgive the entire second mortgage. Now, again, those terms, I said 5 years, maybe it's 10 years, maybe it's 12 years. Again, it varies by the company giving this down payment assistance. And then a third type of down payment assistance, I'll recap, there's a grant, there's second mortgage, and then there's a mortgage tax credit. And essentially what happens is if these companies will come in and give you money for down payment assistance, but you're able to take that tax credit on your federal income tax, right? It can reflect on your federal income tax, which affects what you may owe or get back at the end of the year when you file taxes. So those are the three main types of down payment assistance. So what can down payment assistance be used for? Well, we say down payment assistance for a reason. You can use it for down payment assistance. So for example, if the house is $300,000 and you have to put 3.5% down, well, then maybe you put 1% down, 2% down, and then this down payment assistance can go on top of that, which lowers the loan amount you're taking, which essentially lowers your monthly payment. However, down payment assistance can also be used to buy down the rate. And to me, this is a great benefit. So let's say, so today rates came out 6.43. So let's say the rate is 6.43. Excuse me. You use down payment assistance to lower the rate by 0.5 point. Well, that can save you over the life of the loan thousands of dollars just by buying down the rate. You can also use down payment assistance for some of the prepaid expenses, right? Because you're going to have the home inspection and you're going to have, hopefully you get a home warranty. You're going to have inspection services, maybe a termite inspection. So for some of those prepaid expenses, you can use down payment assistance. Down payment assistance can also go to closing costs, which are outside of down payment assistance, but doc stamps and title insurance and all those fees associated with closings, down payment assistance will pay for those. Down payment assistance money can be used for repairs in the home once you move in. So maybe it passes the inspection, but you need new floors, or windows need to be repaired or doors need to be repaired, right? Down payment assistance money can be used for those items. Well, once you've closed on the house. So listen, the down payment assistance programs are wonderful. Again, not just for first-time home buyers, but open to people who are going to live in the home. So some people are afraid, saying, I don't want to take a second mortgage. Well, here's some advantages to down payment assistance programs. And it all comes down to money, right? If you have down payment assistance help, it will, however you use it, it will reduce the amount of money for down payment. It'll reduce your closing costs. It'll reduce the amount that you have to pay per month. All of this keeps money in your pocket for your living budget, your monthly budget. And all that is good. Are there disadvantages? Very well could be, right? Some people just do not like debt and they don't want to take a second mortgage. They don't want that hanging over their head. And I get that. That's why I say if you're able to get a grant, they just give you the money, you don't have to give it back. Or get a forgivable second mortgage and meet those criteria, and that loan can be forgiven. So again, it depends on, first of all, you, the buyer, if you qualify, and second, does the home qualify? If you have questions, absolutely reach out to me. Go to my website, joebrownc21.com, and let me tell you why you need to go there. So there's an icon that says buying and selling. Click that, and there's a link. I added a link yesterday to down payment assistance. Click that link. It'll take you to this page where you can put in some information, and it will tell you, first of all, if you're interested in a house, put that address, and it'll tell you if the home qualifies for mortgage and, down payment assistance. It will also tell you if you qualify for down payment assistance. And so I went on and I just put some information in, and it said this house qualifies for 8 down payment assistance programs, 8 for one home. So then you go through and you can click to see which ones help you the best. So listen, it's a great program. Reach out to me, joebrownc21.com. Send me an email. Let's see, if you're a buyer, if you have friends or family that are buying, share this video, share my link, because there's money out there, because home ownership is important, right? And there are tons of companies and governments want people to buy homes and are willing to put financial help, financial support for people to buy homes. That's why these down payment assistance programs exist. So please share this with your friends and family. I want to be your trusted advisor, so that's why I share this information. Go Bolts. See you next week.